Hi, my name is Gwen. I'm a structural integrator, and I do a 10-session protocol that helps people with chronic pain issues, postural issues, general discomfort in their body. And what I find is I get people coming to me that have tried many other things, and they just cannot get themselves to the point where they're not getting relief from their pain. So this 10-session protocol is working mainly or focusing mainly on the connective tissue in our body. So our connective tissue is in sheets and layers in our body, and it does what it says. It connects everything. So we can have a line of connective tissue that runs from the top of the head right down to the tip of the toes. So ideally, we want to see this connective tissue being nice and soft and supple so that things can move and flow the way they should. But over time, if we've had injuries, falls, broken bones, even illness, dehydration, all kinds of things can cause this tissue to maybe become sticky and thickened and pull on the rest of the sheet of the tissue. So this protocol is designed to tap into that tissue by me using a safe touch on it, and you potentially doing a nice safe movement. It could be simple as just moving the head, moving the arm, moving the leg, moving the toes. And as we tap into that tissue, we are sending messages to the brain that this work is safe. And in this tissue, we have all these receptors that are always sending messages to the brain about many things, about positioning, about hot, cold, sharp, oh, that's painful. And then what happens is, once these messages get to the brain, the somatosensory cortex part of the brain has to sort out what it's going to do with these messages. And if we've had injuries, traumas, broken bones, habitual postures, that part of the brain can actually become a little murky as to what messaging it should send back to the body and what it should tell the body to do with the message. So basically, by using a combination of the safe touch and the safe movement and a little bit of repatterning homework for the brain, we can actually change that messaging system. So as the brain receives messages while we're doing the work and we move the tissue into different areas where it should be, the brain can actually update. So when this brain updates, it's going to send different messages to the body on how the body should move. And this is where we're going to get the long-term change in what you're feeling in your body, because these messages are different. And with chronic pain also, what can happen is we will get all the time be thinking, oh my goodness, I'm in pain, I'm in pain, I'm in pain, but there's not necessarily any tissue damage there to warrant those signals of pain. So we can also update those signals that the body is receiving with this work. I've asked Jessie to describe what she feels in her body as she's standing there and doing a couple of arm raises. Just look at the position of the feet on the floor and notice that they're not positioned equally. Also notice there's a little bit of elevation in her left hip and that her arms do move differently. And she's describing the sensations that she's feeling, and they're definitely not the same. Nice slow arm raise. And just telling me what you're feeling there.
Still a lot of crunchy movements.
In the right side or both?
In both.
Okay.
But this time there's actually a little bit of pain in that right shoulder, kind of in like the deltoid area.
Okay. And nice and slow back down. Does one arm feel like it's more effort to bring up?
Yes, the right.
The right. Okay, good. This is an example of a previous client. Look at the changes in the before and after. And this is the first session. Some of the first session, we're working some low back, glutes, outside of the leg, hamstrings. And then we'll move up to the neck and do the neck work. Every session you get neck, back, and pelvis work. Also in session 1, we work on opening up the rib cage, the heart area, starting to lift the shoulder girdle off of the rib cage to give you space. At the end of the session, we do a pelvic lift, and we also do nice seated back work like this every single session. Let's see what Jessie feels now. You will notice by looking at her feet with no prompting from me that they're far more evenly distributed on the floor. Her elevation in the left hip, pelvis, has lowered. There's way more space between her lower rib cage and her waistline. And you can see and hear her description of how she feels. She's feeling pretty light and a lot better. So let's have a look. All right, so let's get you just to do a nice low arm raise again. How does that feel compared to before when you were just standing?
Really good.
Yeah.
I'm shocked at how much lighter I feel.
Yeah.
Just blown away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice low arm raise again.
It just keeps hitting you.
So that ventral drag on the lateral is gone. Like now it can just lift.
Yeah. And that feeling of the
yes.
just is gone.
And then turn your back, yeah.
So much smoother.
That left shoulder blade wasn't moving a whole lot before. Good. Structural integration is covered under massage therapy if you have coverage with your benefit plan. The sessions are typically once a week for 10 weeks, but they can definitely be spaced out. And after those 10 sessions, you're going to be in a completely different body. I look forward to seeing you.